Hello everyone, this is Red Dungeoneer, and today I am going to be sharing with you guys some of my all-time favorite DVDs of my all-time favorite DVD shows, TV shows back from the 80s, 90s, and so on. And yeah, I got yeah. This is not all of my DVDs here. This isn't my full collection. Some of them I got like in CD cases, and some that I'm still waiting for a release. But I'll go into a. I'll give you a little description of each one of them, and we'll take it from there. So we start here on the bottom. One of my favorite TV shows from the 90s was Disney's Gargoyles. Yeah, this is. I remember watching this back in the mid 90s, and yeah, it was about a group of gargoyles who raised in Scotland in the from like 1,000 years ago in Scotland, and they get transported to the present day of New York. And yeah, this is the first season got on DVD. I know this is this was on Disney Plus a while back. I watched a few more of the latest series, and yeah, I absolutely love this to bits. Um, Next, we got Kimbo the White Lion, which is the Japanese version of like the Lion King. This came out back in the '60s, and yeah, I enjoyed it very much. It's like 50 odd episodes, and I honestly say I like this more than the Lion King itself. Next, we got the '90s animated series of Batman. Yeah, I grew up watching this on Saturday mornings a lot on ITV back in the day, and yeah, it's a shame that the voice actor Kevin Conroy is no longer with us. But he was the best voice of Batman, and I also love playing the Arkham games, especially Arkham Asylum and Arkham City and Arkham Knight as well. Don't forget that one. And next up, we got the Avenger Penguins. Now, this is one of the Cosgrove Hall cartoons, which came out back in the 90s. Remember, Cosgrove Hall was famous for doing like the original Count Duckula and Danger Mouse cartoons, and also another one, Phantom Cat, which I would love to have the full collection of. This is yeah, this is the full collection of Avenger Penguins. Phantom Cat only had like 4 episodes ever released on DVD. I don't know why. I don't know why the whole series was never done on DVD, because that was one of my all-time favorites. Next we got Sonic Boom. Yeah, we had season one released in the UK back in 2016, but I don't know why season two hasn't been released, because because I was such a fan of it, and a little too comical at times. But I'm a big Sonic fan, so I didn't mind so much then. SWAT Cats. Yeah, I remember watching this on Cartoon Network in the 90s. Yeah, this is the Region 1 version. Yeah, we haven't had Region 2, which is in the UK. But if you've got a multi-region DVD player, then you can play all DVDs. Thankfully, I've got one of those. So yeah, another cool show. This one I got recently. Yeah, the first generation of Transformers. Yeah, I got this in HMV. Yeah, all 4 seasons, all 94 episodes are right there. That's an exclusive. Season 1 of Digimon. I've also got season 3, because those are my first 2 series, and sorry, my first 2 favorite series. But yeah, and I know the 2020 edition is having a reboot, and I've no idea when that's coming out, by the way. So I'll have to see all the episodes for that one. Power Rangers Zeo. This is a German import, but it is available in English as well. Yeah, I've got all 3 seasons of Mighty Morphin, and yeah, I wanted to get this because after Mighty Morphin, it concludes what the Rangers did next, and yeah, I'm still a bit upset that Jason David Frank is also no longer with us, the greatest Power Ranger of all time. So I had to get this to follow his legacy along with all the other Rangers' legacy. So yeah, still a big Power Rangers fan. Got Count Duckula, as I mentioned earlier, from Cosgrove Hall, the animation studio. Yep, the complete collection's right here. All episodes are right there. All 3 series are there. Each and every episode. I had a couple of VHS tapes when I was younger. Next, we got the animated series, the first season of The Mask. Now, I watched this quite a lot, even more so than I watched the film. Absolutely hilarious. And yeah, couldn't get enough of that. Next, we got a show I only found out a few years ago. Hanna-Barbera's early 80s show, Shirt Tales. Yeah, these are characters that were based on Hallmark greetings cards, and yeah, they're just fantastic little characters, and yeah, I would like to see them make a comeback. So yeah, that's one of my favorite right there. Next, we got Biker Mice from Mars. I know this show had a reboot over a decade ago, but I honestly prefer the original series. I don't know why, because I grew up watching it more and more familiar with. But yeah, very rock and roll soundtrack. Next, we got Ghost Rider. Now, I only saw a little bit of this back in my primary school days, and yeah, I love the idea of a ghost, spelling out words, doing mysteries, and inside it, you even get like a little like notebook, so you can keep tabs on the words and the mysteries that go on in the series. In the series, so yeah, it's a really fantastic thing to have. And I see there's a list there, and yeah, it's a little casebook as it just says there what you have. So yeah, it's absolutely wonderful. Next, we got the animated series of Bill and Ted. There's a few episodes from season 1 and 2 because they're two different animated studios from the first. I think the first one was Hanna Barbera, and the second one was DIC or DIC, whichever way you pronounce it. And yeah, I absolutely loved it. I didn't actually really realize this was based on a film. Yeah, most of these I saw like cartoons before. I feel like Bill and Ted, Ghostbusters, Beetlejuice. I saw the cartoons before I saw the actual films. Next, we got VR Troopers, the guys who made Power Rangers. Especially like the first series. Even though I prefer Power Rangers first, this is also another one of my favorites. And yeah, I just loved watching these guys fight the robots, and especially love Jeb, the talking dog. He always made me laugh. So yeah, absolutely fantastic. And I got one more on the top here. The Get Along Gang. This is another one that hasn't been released in the UK. The Yeah, absolutely. Love this. I only found out about this about 5, 6 years ago, and I love the characters. I didn't realize they were based from American greetings cards, and yeah, Zippercat, as you see, is my favorite character, and yeah, there's only 13 episodes were ever made, and yeah, I would like to see this show make a comeback. So yeah, absolutely fantastic. The 80s and the 90s brought out a lot of the best, um, especially in my child. Some of which I only found out a few years ago, but they are all fantastic, to watch whenever you have the time. There's a lot of like other present day shows that I like to see release. Like Talking Tom and Friends. Um, Maybe a few more Power Rangers episodes. Maybe a few more superhero shows. But there's so many of these I can't even go through them all. Yeah, I would like to get a few more of these, but this is all of the collections that I have right now. So, have you got any favorite cartoons that you like to see out on DVD? Because most of these aren't even on like most streaming websites. So, have you got an all-time favorite? Like, what show would you like to see out on DVD or Blu-ray? So, yeah, let me know in the comments below. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed that little review. So, yeah, there you are. Hope you see you guys next time.